Hello everyone, my name is Roya and I have a completely insane book haul for you guys. I have 31 books to show you guys, which basically makes this pretty much the biggest book haul I've ever had, I feel like, since starting this channel. All of these books were $1 or $2, a couple of them were $3. There's just one that was full price on Book Depository, but that was still pretty cheap. It was still under $10, which is great. So anyway, let's just dive right into it because I've wasted enough time talking about how huge this book haul is. The book that I got from Book Depository is The Merciless by Danielle Vega. That is her name, right? Yes. So basically, I have heard Problems of a Book Nerd talk about this book so much. She loves this book. I'll leave her channel link down below because she's seriously one of my favorite people whose videos I watch, so she's definitely worth checking out. But anyway, so this book, from what I understand, is about, it's a horror book about some girl who like moves to a new place, and then there are other girls who try to like summon demons and things and try to get like this girl to do things that she doesn't want to do. There's no summary on the back or anything, so I'm not completely sure how accurate that summary of mine is, but that's kind of what I guessed. So Cece from Problems of a Book Nerd has likened this to the movie The Craft. So if you like that, if you've seen that movie, which I have, you might want to check out this book, apparently. I will have to let you know how it is. The next book that I got, this was $1 at the library's little bookstore thing, is Seeing Red, and this is the second book in the, whatever the hell it's called, the Looking Glass Wars series. This series is a retelling of Alice in Wonderland, and in the first book, Alice is actually a princess from Wonderland, and then she, her parents get killed by her aunt, who's the Red Queen, and basically Alice gets sent to the real world, and she's still very little when like under 10 years old, I think, when that happens, and she gets sent to the real world, and she gets adopted by an English family, and everyone around her just insists that she is not from Wonderland and she's just delusional. So finally one day she just believes it and becomes a normal person, but then she ends up back in Wonderland again. So I'm very excited to see what happens in this book. Next, I got The Mermaid in the Basement by Gilbert Morris, and this is apparently a Victorian-era mystery novel, and, you know, I love crime novels. I've read a ton of them, and the title is what really sold me, honestly. I saw this on the shelf and thought, a mermaid in the basement? What the hell? So I picked it up, read the summary, and went, oh, this is a Victorian, crime novel. I'm totally gonna read this. Next, I got Zadie Smith's On a Beauty, and I have no idea what this is about at all, but I have her book White Teeth and still have not read that, so yeah. Next, I got Night Watch by Sergei Lukyanenko, and this is a paranormal book about the others who are the paranormal people, like of all kinds, and when they come of age, they have to decide whether to join the dark side or the light side. I'm not sure what else happens in this book, but it was translated from Russian, so that's pretty cool. Then I got The Birth of Venus. Funny story about this book, I actually gave a copy of this to my aunt for Christmas years ago, like 10 years ago, and she loved it. It was her favorite book she'd read all year, pretty much. But I have never read this. I guess I just kind of have a knack for picking books for people when I haven't even read them, but I don't know. Then I got 2 books by Sophie Kinsella. I've got Remember Me and 20s Girl, and these books sound pretty good. I'm not a huge chick lit person, but apparently Sophie Kinsella is really, really funny and everything, and I actually have her book, I've Got Your Number, right here, and still have not read that, but I'm definitely excited to read all of these. And I got Odd Thomas by Dean Koontz. This is a very multi-genre book haul, as you can see. So Dean Koontz writes horror. I'm not really sure how horror-esque this one is, but we will see. So these next few books you probably saw in my booktubeathon vlog because I got them during that week and decided to show them off in that vlog. But anyway, this is Heart's Blood by Juliet Marillier, and I have never read anything by Juliet Marillier, but I have her other book, Daughter of the Forest. But this it still has the price tag on it and everything. But anyway, this is inspired by Celtic folklore, I guess, but I don't really know what it's about. Then I got this weird book called Silent Night, which is about a knight who has taken a vow of silence and he's practically a monk and everything. And then he falls in love with this random lady, but this lady has to marry this evil dude, and so the Silent Knight decides to be like, no, I'm going to save her from having to marry the evil dude. This book seriously sounds cheesy as all get out, but it also sounds weirdly good. So yeah, I'm definitely going to read this very soon. I'll probably like fly through it. Then I got Hammer of the Gods, which is a Led Zeppelin biography. So apparently my whole band has read this book. So when I texted them a photo and said, hey, look what I got, they were like, oh yeah, I have that book. It's really good. And so I definitely need to read this soon because my whole band is like obsessed with Led Zeppelin, and apparently they've all read this. So yeah. The next book that I got is Shadow Moon, and I basically ended up picking this up because it is written by the creators of Star Wars and X-Men, so that is just really odd. I don't know why they decided to team up to write a fantasy book, but I guess we will see how good this is. Dreams Underfoot by Charles DeLint. This is apparently... This book apparently does have some connection to Onion Girl, which is the only Charles DeLint book that I've actually read, so I'm definitely excited to get into this. Dragon Keeper by Robin Hobb. Sam from Sam's Nonsense has talked a lot about this book, and apparently it has LGBTQIA+ themes to it, which definitely makes me excited to read it. And I got the Anne of Green Gables series books 2 through 6, so that is very awesome. I actually just listened to the first book on audiobook, so I'm definitely glad to have the rest of these. The God Speaker Trilogy by Karen Miller, which consists of Empress, The Riven Kingdoms, and Hammer of God. So that was definitely a lucky find that I actually got 3 books in the same trilogy at the dollar thing at the library. Also, look, coincidence? The Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling. I have never read this, but obviously I've read Harry Potter, and apparently this is nothing like Harry Potter, and is completely 100% different, but I am definitely excited to see what J.K. Rowling has written post-Harry Potter, because I still have not read The Cuckoo's Calling yet, even though I keep wanting to because it's a crime novel. Then I finally got some more of Robin Hobb's Land of the Elderlings books, which really makes me happy because the library doesn't have a lot of these. So I finally got Assassin's Quest, which I could not get a hold of before. Then Ship of Destiny is the conclusion of the trilogy that follows this trilogy, the whatever. And what's funny is I actually got this copy of this for free because it's so torn up that they have a hair tie holding it together, but that shouldn't impair my ability to read this. Of course, Golden Fool and Fool's Fate, which are 2 of the books in, I think it's the Tawny Man trilogy that comes after the Live Ship Traders trilogy. I can't talk today at all, goodness. I got Children of the Serpent Gate and Prisoner of the Iron Tower, which I think are the 2 books that follow Lord of Snow and Shadows, which I just got last month, or the month before, something like that. And I had actually been meaning to read that book for a while, so I'm really glad that now I have the whole series. And finally, I got Phoenix and Ashes by Mercedes Lackey, which is one of the books by Mercedes Lackey that I had my eye on for a little while, so I'm definitely excited to read this as well. So those are the books that I got this month. There are obviously a lot of them. I'm going to try to take a thumbnail here. Just, you know, give me a second. I can do this. I swear. Okay. So, I don't know, I'm gonna put these down now, see if this will work. I couldn't hold all of them up because oh, they fell. They always fall down, I swear. But anyway, those are the books. Please let me know if you've read any of them and what your thoughts are, so that I can figure out which ones to read first, because I have a lot of books, obviously, thanks to all the used bookstores that I've been discovering nearby. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye!